Here's what I would do if I was a complete beginner to stocks but still wanted to invest money. Step 1, I would get a free stock trading app like Robinhood. It's free to use and it's really easy to understand. Perfect. Step 2, I would skip over all of the big individual companies. Buying stocks can be risky, and if you're just a beginner, picking stocks might not be the best idea. Instead, you can invest in all of the best stocks all at once. An index fund like IVV can help you buy a teeny tiny piece of the top 500 companies in the US. And with Robinhood, you can literally invest almost any amount of money. I am literally buying a small piece of 500 companies with 20 bucks.
Millionaire investing advice for teenagers, what they don't teach you in school, part 1. Number 1, open up your own bank account. This is the first step towards being an adult and learning how to manage your finances. I recommend First Bank's student checking account because it specifically is designed for students between the ages of 16 and 25. No monthly fees and free banking online. Number 2, get a credit card. It takes 15 minutes. Most people avoid credit cards until they realize they can't buy a house or a car without good credit. The point of a credit card is to show lenders that you can pay on time and in full. Trust me on this. It is going to help you tremendously in the future, and I recommend Capital One Student Card for teenage students. Number 3, get a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is a retirement account that lets you contribute post-tax money, and at the age of 59, you can withdraw that money tax-free. The reason why a Roth IRA is amazing to start when you're young is because of the power of compound interest. This is when your money is rolling like a snowball down the hill, and it keeps making you more and more money every year. Anyone can become a millionaire this way. In part 2, I will explain the most important steps.
If I was 16 to 17 years old and I had to become a millionaire all over again, this is exactly what I would do. My first goal would be to get to $2,000, and I would do this by starting a small business. I would go and start power washing streets or start cutting grass. Now, to get money to fund that, I would most likely sell some electronics that I have laying around. But you can always get a normal job. Once I reached $2,000, I would begin value investing in the stock market. Meaning I'll start buying $1 for 50 cents, buying stocks that nobody's talking about, being a contrarian in the market. This would help me have a crazy exponential growth to get to around $100,000. Once I have $100,000, then, only then, would I think about leaving my job or whatever I am doing on the side. From there, I'd continue value investing to help me reach $1 million.
I'm 15 and I really want to start investing, but I don't know how.
Open up something called a custodial account. This is a loophole that lets you invest under your parents' name when you're not even 18 yet. What really matters is time in the market, not time in the market. Those extra years can really add up and the results can be amazing. Here are some options of where you can invest your money.
Don't invest your money in something that you don't know or don't completely understand. That is the quickest way to go broke. So test the water first before you go all in. And remember to educate before it's too late.
If you want to be a millionaire in your 30s, you better do these things in your 20s. Instead of living alone, have your buddies move in. Instead of going to the bar, invite your friends over. Forget the mall. It's all about Nordy Rack, Converse, and Costco. While you're at Costco, skip the restaurants. Since your buddies live with you, skip the barbershop. But being a cheap ass alone is not gonna cut it. You gotta take that money you saved and educate yourself so you can earn a higher income at an earlier age. And you're still not done yet. You gotta take that higher income and you gotta invest it. Now you could stick it in the stock market until you have enough to invest in some rental property. And I promise you, just like in Monopoly, if you get enough little houses like this, it's only a matter of time before you buy a multifamily like this and roll it into a cash cow like these. And once you own a couple of these, it's smooth sailing for the rest of your life. But you gotta remember that it starts with sacrifice.
Have you been wanting to do stocks, but you're like, oh, I'm inexperienced, or you need to have a lot of money to start? Well, that's not true, and let me show you. I started doing stocks about a year ago, like last year, December, and since then, I've made over 100% return on my initial principal or initial investment. This is a screen cap of my portfolio a couple days ago, and I actually didn't start with like $8,000 or whatever it says. I started out with $200. I kept putting my money in, and I've made approximately 11K since I've started, and when I tell you that I really didn't know what I was doing when I started, This is like to say that you shouldn't let that stop you from starting. It seems really intimidating at first, but I can help you. I can do more videos on what I'm invested in right now and some things I wish I knew when I started. So if you haven't already, download a stock app like Robinhood or whatever. Running out of time, bye. Pump and Dumps Part 2. Go check out my first video before this if you haven't watched it yet. So a lot of these times, these people here, they know that they're gonna pump the stock, right? So it's gonna keep pumping up. And beginner investors like you and me, we're just gonna buy into that. People who invest into penny stocks. And it actually ran up all the way to $1. But those people at the top are gonna take huge losses because right there, it hits back to 20 cents. I sold it around here for 50 cents. So fortunately, I did not take that much of a loss. I actually gained from this. But I was very lucky and I didn't realize the consequences of, investing in a penny stock. So if you're just starting out, please avoid these types of cheap stocks and invest in safer companies. As you can see, it's gonna go, I believe, for another parabolic move and then people are gonna dump it again. So please steer clear from these types of stocks and do more research into this. People make big money betting against penny stocks. Do your research into the companies that you're investing. Hope this was helpful. Follow me for more. Thank you.
How to not lose money while investing in stocks. So this is a stock that I invest in called Twilio. You can see under average cost, I bought it for $260.68. My total return has been $37. So I don't want to lose that $37. I don't want to lose money on this stock. So I'm going to click trade, sell. Up here, I'm going to scroll down and go to a stop limit order. Now I bought this for $2.60 and some cents, so I'm going to sell it for $2.61. And stocks go up and down, so it's actually going to sell for $2.61.20. Going to do this for the next 3 months, and I'm going to sell all 8 shares. What this means is that if the stock falls to $2.61, it's going to automatically sell whether I'm watching it or not. This prevents me from losing any money on this trade.
This whole stock market thing confuses me. I don't know what companies to invest in. Just invest in all of them. I'm not rich, I've only got $100. That's more than enough to invest in a low-cost index fund like the S&P 500. Slow down, what? An index fund is a collection of companies and your $100 that gets split between all of them. Sounds a bit risky to me. Well, historically, a 20-year holding period of the S&P 500 has never produced a negative return.
If you're under 18, have $5 and want to be wealthy one day, this video is for you. With just $5, you can buy pieces of stocks like these. Go to schwab.com/custodial account. Scroll down to how do I open this account, and then click this link right here. Now you will need a parent to sign up, but the account is fully yours when you become of age.